Hello and welcome to another guide. Today I'm going to be making a guide on Tower of Icy Adventure. This tower is in Arcane area. It's the only tower here. You have to beat all of the steeples in order to access the tower. So you should if you haven't done that, you should probably do that in order to actually play the tower. But to get to it, just come up here. Also, it's like a baseline remorseless. But just come back here and there's like invisible elevators. And I don't know why it's saying I haven't beaten the towers. I think it has to load. Hold on. I'm gonna rejoin. Hold up. Okay, this time I rejoined and it's fixed. But also another thing to note, this tower has a lot of dialogue, so I'm gonna be skipping the dialogue in this guide because it's just a part of the storyline. It doesn't actually skip any of the parkour. But yeah, to start off, get this character. He's a key, and in settings, you should turn on key display limit. Where is it? Right here. Turn that to like 5 or something, so you can see, because he's your light. So first off, you start off with a no jump section. So just touch that. Sometimes it does that where it doesn't hit the wedge. You can like, okay, wait, I'm being dumb. I don't know why it pushed me slow, but yeah, that section, it's easy, but it's just annoying if it doesn't let you do it. But here, as soon as it passes, just go, and it's pretty easy. Then just keep walking. This is just a walking part. And then here, touch the conveyor in the middle, and it'll, because if you touch it in other spots, it might not, you might fall off, because it's happened to me before. But now you can jump, and if you fall, you can skip the part we just did because there's button progress. But here's just a maze looking up. It's really easy. Then this ice is kind of annoying. I almost missed that. Also, these blue pads are for dialogue, so if you want to see the story, you can touch those. Then just hold A on this truss, and it should send you over here. This wraparound is kind of hard, but you should get used to it. And once you do that, I just became stupid. I don't know why I didn't do that correctly. Hold on. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the jump I failed somehow. But then come over here, do this head hitter, and then touch this pad. And you can choose if you want dialogue or not. And then come over this way. And then something to note is all of the kill bricks in this tower are actually ouch bricks, which becomes important later because you could actually end up dying from them. Also, this is not actually ice. Neither is this. Don't go out there. That's for the parkour up there. If you fall, this is a net, and you can go save yourself here. Be careful here because these are ouch bricks. Also, this jump is kind of tight, so do that. And this you can easily die if you mistime it. Then you have this like pole and you have to climb it. I usually just hold jump. Then jump to the spinner. And another dialogue thing you can skip. And then once you press this, you have a speed timer. Ignore the timer, it's not that tight. But be careful of the ouch bricks. Wrap like that. And this is the outside, quote unquote, outside section that has a net. But just take your time and you should be okay. Pretty easy. This you also can easily die, but as long as you're careful, you most likely won't. This wraparound is kind of annoying. Oh, I almost missed. Yeah, that jump was kind of long. And this is ice, so be careful. And time that jump correctly. And you should be good. And you're on the next net. So you won't have to do that part again unless you die or have to restart. But then you're in the main section of the tower. So this is like a weird neon room. It's not nearly as hard as the last section we were in. These are falling. These are vines. I am pretty sure that this little part that's sticking out of the wrap is can't glide true, so just wrap around it just in case. Same with this. But that wraparound's kind of annoying. Then I'm pretty sure this whole spinner's can't glide true, but the white parts might not be. I know the blue parts are can't glide true. Okay, so this part, that's a falling platform, so make sure to jump off of it to the vine pretty quickly. Then use the vine to get on top of this. And you're almost done with this part. Just make sure to wrap around these. And last wrap around. And then you're on the next part with another safety net. So this is kind of the main part of the tower, but first you want to come over here and push this. There's multiple routes to take it, but I'm going to show you the quickest route. At least in my opinion, it's the quickest to go left here. Because you skip one of the beat blocks, and now you only have to do one of them. And just bring it over here, and bring it to this green pad, and then jump on top of it to do this gameplay over here. Then these are beat block wraparounds. They're not that hard in my opinion, as long as you're pretty good at timing. Then you have the key, so you can unlock this door. And this part usually gives me a lot of hard time. So this part, that I might have made that look easy, but that's a pretty hard jump. You just have to time the wrap correctly. Then come over here. And these sometimes are really desynced. So hopefully I get lucky here. Nice, I really did. Okay, good. That part is really annoying usually. And then these are invisible wraps. The neon on the wall indicates the wraparound. This is a really slow conveyor, so it's pretty easy. Then you have to do this. So this has a strategy. Do the wrap when it's standing. I don't know why I jumped. I'm so dumb. Okay, so as I was trying to say, do the jump when it's still on that side. And it's just like a regular wrap. And it should be pretty easy. Then get this button, and now you never have to do that part again, because now there's a truss here to let you skip it. Then do this simple gameplay. Jump to the middle of this and let it turn. And don't fail that. That was kind of bad. I'm not going to cut because it's like 5 jumps. What? Oh, I climbed it. That was weird. Okay, then time this right. Jump down here. And then you're on this, and there's a truss here in case you fall. This part gets a lot of people annoyed, and it's kind of a roadblock, but you should learn the hang of it eventually. So this part is annoying, just rotating while going up. Then there's a thin stud. Then just do these 1x2 pillars. Pretty easy. Then come over here. Then there's a beat block that you just have to time to go past. Not very difficult. Make sure to keep in mind that that's an ouch brick again. This jump is longer than it looks. I might have made it look easy, but if you don't turn at the right time, you're probably going to fail. Then just go around that. Come up here. And you're almost back inside. You just got a couple more wraps that are kind of difficult. Then you have this part. So this part is annoying. There's no real strategy to it. You just have to be good at spinner gameplay. So if you beat in Tower of Neverending Dizziness, you're probably okay with that. But once you do that, these conveyors are pretty fast. So launch yourself with... What? Oh, I ragdolled. Well, that was kind of a good thing that I fell. Because there's a skip to get back outside instead of having to do this again. By just corner flipping. And you're back outside, so yeah. Okay, this time I'm not gonna underjump it. I don't know how that happened. These are just regular spinners, even though they're neon for some reason. I almost messed that up. This wrap is kind of annoying if you fail it. Then wrap over here, go under it, and then you're over here and launch yourself. And you have some more beat block wraps. Not really wraps, just timing jumps. That one's a wrap though. Then you're over here, and you're almost on one of the hardest jumps of the tower, in my opinion. This jump is really annoying. I might have just made it look easy, but trust me, it isn't. And it's really stressful, because you'll have to do that outside again if you fail it. But once you do that, you just have pretty easy jumps till the next section. Just have this last wraparound. What? I pressed... Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Why did I do that? That is very annoying. Okay, so apparently this jump is nil difficulty right there. That's like the hardest jump in the tower. I was wrong about that one being. Totally. That's totally the hardest jump. But anyways, now you have button progress, so jump down here. Basically what this is telling you is the yellow neon means it goes up like 10 studs, and red neon goes up until it hits something. So yeah. So jump on that, do a wraparound. It's pretty self-explanatory, just some parts get confusing, so. Get on top of this and do a wrap like that. Then you're on the next button progress. Like every part of these, there's a button, and then there's trusses that are the progress, because then you could just climb it to get back up to what you just did. Anyways, that's a wraparound. This jump I suggest doing in first person, because it's pretty big wraparound. More button progress. Here, these two are like connecting slanted, so you have to like wrap to the slanted part. And then this part is unnetted, so you'd like actually lose a decent amount of progress if you fail here. But it's not too bad. I've never actually failed it before, but I could see myself failing it now. Okay, I didn't. Good. Okay, there. Then you can choose for the dialogue, and then this floor. So basically, red and orange are the bad ones, because you can actually have a chance at dying on them. Orange, not so much, but red, you can actually die. So red and orange is what you need to be careful about, and the other three are not that bad. So basically, enter the red portal to start the timer. You have to do them all in a certain time. The timer isn't too tight if you know what you're doing. Do that. Keep in mind, these are all ouch bricks. Yikes, that could have killed me. No. Okay, I wish I could heal. I don't have items. I'm probably gonna sit for a sec. Maybe not, because I don't want to run out of time. Okay, yeah, I'm sitting. I really don't want to die here. Okay, good. Hopefully I didn't run out of time there. I don't think I wasted too much time, but I might have. I just really did not want to die. But now there's no more ouch bricks on the other ones, so you're good now. Worst comes to worst, you'll have to restart it. But I still have a good amount of time. Green is probably one of the hardest when it comes to difficulty, but even still, it's not that bad. Just a little confusing stuff. Then you're on the last one, so yeah, I did not waste too much time. Because I still have a minute to do this. And there we go. Then you just enter this last portal, and here are all the things. Make sure you don't die on these small things. It's still possible, I guess, but it's not nearly as bad. But once you do that, then you have dialogue, and then you're on the next floor. And this is another net. So this floor has a lot of button progress. So just come over here. Do a head hitter. Come this way, and you're almost at the first part of the button progress. This jump is, treat it regularly, and you should just go right into it. These spinners, you have to jump when it's like that one is coming back to you. Then come over here, and this is the first button progress because there's a ladder that forms. So if you fall, you could just go back. And this is a pretty fast conveyor. I'm not gonna cut because okay, it's over here. This floor is a bit of a break floor, in my opinion. Then you have one stud pillars and squeeze into that hole. And this spinner, you want to wrap into it and then wrap out of it like that. And you have more button progress. Jump on this higher spinner. Then come down here. Then do that pretty weird angled wrap. It's pretty difficult, but you should get the hang of it. Then come to here. Then you have just pillar spam. Take your time, don't rush it, because if you fail here, that's going to be pretty annoying. And you have a last conveyor to the next floor. Make sure you jump here. It's not that hard. And make sure you jump at the end too. Like that. And then get this button so that you can climb back up if you fall. This floor is possible to die on, but it's not too bad. You should be okay. Also, that was kind of annoying. Okay. Climb it this time and make sure you do not die. Then get on the spinner and you just have to go around. It's pretty easy, but it might get hard at some points. Make sure you jump over this, because it can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. Then you have some wraparounds. Then this is where the main part that you might die on is. It's not that bad, but just make sure you're careful and you should be okay. Then just go through these. And here you want to rush a little bit. It's pretty easy gameplay, but you want to rush to this button. And then once you touch the button, make sure to jump down. And that'll activate this ladder that you can go up. And now you're on the higher part of this floor. Do this wrap. Wrap on this side of that. Jump forward there. Jump down here. And these spinners are like very difficult. But yeah, there's 3 jumps. It's basically all about timing. But then jump to here. Do this wrap. Then jump this way to these spinners. And you're almost at the bad part of the tower. That was a voice crack. Make sure you do not fail that jump. That's the last jump until this hard part coming up. It's basically it's floor 10. You'll see. It's definitely the most stressful part of the tower. And probably the hardest if you don't know what you're doing. There's a ton of dialogue. Then just wait for these parts to come so you can jump on it and touch this. And you're here. So basically, if you fall here 5 times, you get killed. It doesn't give you that many breaks, but I'm going to explain how to do things when you get to those breaks. And I'll try to be explaining it along the way, but it's mostly timed. So first off, this is a Morpher. Pretty simple. And then this shoots like a platform. Make sure you stay with it. You do not move with it. Same with these. All the red ones shoot platforms that you do not stay with. This is a blue Morpher, so it's not that tight of a timer, so you can probably take your time. This goes up, then jump down to here. This pushes you this way, but make sure you move with it. Then jump here and stay on the front. Stay up here. And it's going to take you to this safe area that you can relax and take a breather for a little bit. So here, this part is timed. You have to go quick. Something is going to be chasing you. It's not that difficult as long as you know what you're doing. So just go this way and there's a timer. So just come over here, touch this, and make sure you get to the front as quickly as possible on these. Then jump to the spinner and then jump to that one. Do this. And get in this hole immediately. And you're safe here. So yeah. Let this Morpher pass you. And then you can come out. And then touch this Morpher and do the gameplay. Then this moves this way. You can actually die here, so make sure you're careful. But it's not that bad because the platform gets bigger. So just take your time. And once you pass that, you're done with the very scary part. Because just touch this and it'll lift you up. You're not done yet, but you definitely passed the hard part. So come over here. And then once you're in here, so say you've lost like 2 lives in the part we just did, you have your lives back here. So don't worry, you still have 5 lives here. So what you're going to want to do is touch this, go this way, because you need to get 2 buttons. This is not as hard as the part we just did. Press this and then go to these jumps. There's 1 thin stud, or maybe a couple. Once you do that, you just have a couple wraps. And then you did the first part. And you only need to do that on the other side. And then you basically beat the tower. So then touch the Morpher and go to the other side. And spawn this. Nothing that bad. Oh, never mind. Okay, I need to wait for that to respawn to redo it. But see how I still have 4 out of 5 lives. So it's nothing too bad. Can reset that. Then come over here. This is a ladder. So go on this side of the ladder, then jump to this one. And you're about to win. And once you do that, you have basically beaten the tower, so good job. Because once you touch those 2, you can touch this, and now you can just walk forward. Make sure you keep walking forward. It's going to slow you down, but keep walking. And it's not going to actually let you make it, but just make sure you keep walking. Because the timer's going to run out, you're going to fall, and then it's going to teleport you to the next section. And you basically won. You just have 1 final room, but it's netted, so... a lot of dialogue. And this is the final room, and it's netted, so... you're basically done. But just come over here, do these head hitters, and then jump to this on top of the wraparounds. You can read this if you want. Pretty easy stuff. Just like a little break before you beat the tower. You have to jump to the other spinner. It's not that hard. Make sure you don't mess these conveyors up. These fall, but very slowly, so they're pretty easy. Then you have 3 more jumps. And you won. Good job. But yeah, that's the end of the tower. Just have a little bit more dialogue, and there's the win pad. So yeah, 40 minutes. It's about like a 30-minute long tower if you without any fails. It might take you like an hour if you are confused or something. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.